Hello viewers, you're all once again welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you've not subscribed to our channel yet, then it means you are missing out a lot. Try and click on the subscription button and then click on the bell icon and then subscribe to the channel so that all the videos will be uploading on this very channel. It will get to you first and you'll be the first person to watch them. So today too we are here again to give you another episode on Jodha Akbar. So today we are here to look at what is going to happen coming Thursday. So before we start, let's remind ourselves on what's going to happen coming Wednesday. So on Wednesday, we realized that at the wedding ceremony, Benazir gave Jalal a drink to take, and then Jodha has to come in and then take the drink because she knows that there's a poison in the drink. And then she fainted and went unconscious. So we also saw that Benazir was later arrested, and then Jalal did everything within his power to save Jodha because he was only blaming himself, saying he's the cause of this because he wasn't listening to Jodha when she was claiming say Benazir is poisonous. So we also saw how Jalal became very worried, thinking about Jodha here and there. So let's see how this is going to affect their relationship. Let's begin. Let's see what is going to happen coming Thursday, whether Jodha will gain consciousness, whether she will come back to life. So before we start, like I said, if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, try and subscribe to the channel. Okay, so let's start Thursday on Jodha Akbar. The episode starts with Jalal coming near Mande of Jodha and imagines himself and Jodha taunting. Imagines Jodha stopping him and saying, "Don't you see I am doing puja?" He tries to come inside. Jodha says, "You feel good taunting me. Don't you see I am busy? And if you want to come inside, then take off your slippers first." Jalal says, "I am keen and I don't need to take off my slippers for anyone." In reality, he takes off slippers and comes inside confused at his imagination. He imagines Jalal asking why you do puja all the time. Jodha says, "You also offer Namaz 5 times a day. That means you keep asking from him. Did you thank him for what he has given you?" Jalal says, "I like your counter-attack questions." Jodha says, "You question wrongly." Jodha says, "I pray for my family and to get peace." Jalal says, "Peace? You must be joking as you got married to a person like me." Jodha says, "You have done your taunting." Jalal says, "You have to go out." Jodha says, "I will come after lighting Dia. You go." Jalal's imagination vanishes and Jodha disappears. Jalal looks at Dia, holds it and does the artery. He remembers how he prayed in Mande with Jodha and folded his hands. He cries. Hamida sees him. He says to Lord to accept my prayers, and my prayer today is to bring her in consciousness. Hamida comes there. Jalal gets up and hugs her. She asks him to be strong. Everything will be fine. He leaves. Voice cover says that everything was done to save Jodha, but nothing works. So the last thing was to provide her steam or fire. We see Jodha tied on plank and being put in steam at clinic. At Ahmed, Dadiza wakes up and shouts, "Jodha." She says something bad is happening with my Jodha. I have to meet her. In Rook's room, Hosea sees tense Rooks and says, "Why are you tense for Jodha? If she is dying, then let her die." Rook shouts, "Hosea," and gives him a tight slap. Jalal comes in clinic and sees what Jodha is going through. He asks Hakima about Jodha. Hakima says, "I am trying and in some time we will know whether the medicine are effective or not." But I think Jalal asks what Hakima says, "I try everything. Give her medicine, but sometimes prayer do wonders than medicine." Jalal looks at Jodha and says to Atgar that, "I want to address the nation." Daddy comes to Shugani by and asks her to tell whether Jodha is alright or not. "I am not getting good vibes." Shaguni says, "Tonight everything will change. This long and dark night. This night is tough for Jodha and seems someone will lose her life." Daddy asks Jodha will be saved. She says something will happen either with Jodha's life or your bad vibes. Daddy prays to Lord to protect Jodha. Jalal comes at balcony and addresses the people in a heavy voice that, "I know you all love me, so please pray for Jodha. She saved my life and need your prayers." Everybody is praying for Jodha's life in Agra. In her room, all begums are tense for Jodha. Hakima says, "I try a lot, but seems like she doesn't want to live. It seems there's no reason for her to live. That's why she's not fighting with poison." Jalal says, "All leave." Rook tries to say something, but Jalal says, "Leave." She leaves. Jalal holds Jodha's hand and says to open her eyes. He imagined himself and Jodha in an isolated place and Jodha going away and him stopping her. But Jodha says, leave me. Jalal says, no, Jodha. Jodha says, why? You said that you will not even look at me when I am dying, so why are you stopping me? I did what was my duty. I am happy that I saved your life. I fulfilled the promise that I gave to Massa, and now I am going away. She turns to leave, but Jalal stopped her by holding her hand and says, you are stubborn, but this time I won't let you go. True, I didn't listen to you, but the truth is that whenever I close my eyes, I see you. Truth is that I always think about you. I may say that I hate you, but the truth is that I love you. I feel for you, and this all because of you. You put heart inside me, and now you don't have right to leave me like this. I need you. This is King's order that you will not go anywhere. Jodha says, your order and warning will not work here, and I am nothing in front of the King of the Universe. Nothing will work here. I fulfill my responsibility. I promise that if I am saving you, I lose my life, then it's okay. I saved you, and now I have fulfilled my promise. I will go. Jalal says, you will not do anything like this. You have no rights on your life. If you will live, then I will die too. Now our identity is one. Without you, I am nothing, and without me, you are nothing. Jodha says, but nothing can work in front of faith. Jalal says, I don't believe. I will fight with faith, but I will not stop. I will not step back. I will do war with all. Jodha says, you will not be able to do anything. Jalal says, but he will do whom you prayed, whom I bow down to. If God is there, then he will save you. He will not let you go. Jodha and Jalal looks in each other's eyes. So talk. Jalal says, how can I forget that night? It was the worst night of mine. I couldn't see morning of that night. Jalal comes back to reality, sitting beside Jodha. He kisses Jodha's head. And says, this death was mine, and you took it. My life is yours, and now I will live only with you. Please open your eyes. He prays to God. Jodha moved her hand. Jalal is stunned. So talk. Jalal says, finally that night ended, and you move your fingers in morning. My life came back that moment. In room, Jalal sees Jodha's hand moving. He calls everyone inside. Jodha opens her eyes and all are happy. Maham too. Jodha looks at Jalal beside her and asks Benezel. Jalal says, you don't have to worry, she left our lives. You take rest. Hakima says, this miracle, it seems like she got reason to live. Someone's prayers got fulfilled, but she needs complete bed rest. Jalal asks everybody to leave so she can take rest. All leave. Jodha feels sleepy. Jalal is about to leave, but Jodha keeps holding his hand. He looks at her and kisses her head. He puts her hand down and turns to leave, but can't. He again looks back at Jodha with sadness and love. Jodha is awake. He leaves. Jalal is going out while people chant his name. He comes at dagger and places sheet on grave. He sits there and prays. All Shahi Maga family is with him, and they pray too. Jalal comes out and sees people cheering for him and Jodha. In her room, Jodha also asks about this noise. Moti asks her to take rest. Jodha says, I am alright. She comes to balcony. Outside, Jalal takes off his turban in front of nation. He takes off his jewelry and coat. People gossip that anybody can attack him. Jodha says, I know that you are thinking why I took off my jewelry and my turban. You may be thinking that king do this when he leaves throne or someone close to him die, but today I am here not a king. Not as a king, but as Samuel's son, brother. Today I'm here between my family who was there in my difficult situations, who prayed for me. Jodha says, you people supported me in my difficult situations. Your prayers saved me from that personal lady. I am thankful for the prayers for my Jodha. Jodha is listening to all this. Jalal says, I always said that I don't have heart, but today I want to say thank from core of my heart. I am not a king anymore. You don't need to get afraid from sword because you are all family, because my power is because of you. I want this war because of your support. Your prayers urge God to save Jodha. People chant Jalal and Jodha's name. Jalal says today there will be Jansh, but not inside palace, but you all will be part of it. Your wishes will be my command. From now on, he leaves. Jodha cries with happiness. Divada is chanting Jodha's name. Adam comes there and says, I caught you. He asks, about what? She says, I saw you worried for Jodha Begum. Jalal is not your real brother, but you still care for him a lot. She says, you must be proud for Jalal. She says, if someone would try to kill you, I will save you. Adam shows her knife and says, I will not let anyone do something to me. He leaves irritated. Moti says, Jalal was there all day with you. He didn't care about Zakira and asks Hakima to save you at any cost. Salima comes and says, I never saw Jalal so much worried for anyone. He was there for you all the time. Jodha says, Jalal did so much for me. Rooks comes there. She says, thanks for saving Jalal. You can ask anything from me. I will not say anything to you except Jalal. Jodha is tensed. She asks her to rest and leaves. Jodha asks Moti to tell what Jalal said and did. Moti says, I told you everything. It's like you like to listen about him. Jodha says, nothing like that. I want to know why he's doing all this. I must know what he did for me, as he can taunt me. Jalal comes there. Jodha remembers how Jalal has said that he will not enter his room, and he feels upset to look at her. Jalal says, it's odd that only I said I will not come here. He goes out and takes off his shoes and asks Jodha if he can come inside. Jodha says, sure. Jalal comes to Jodha. They both are hesitant. Jalal says, Kana. He goes there and takes blessings. Jodha smiles. He takes arty plates to Jodha and says, I said I will not enter this room, but sometimes nothing works in front of God. He gives arty to Jodha and Moti. He asks, how are you? Jodha says, I am fine. Jalal sees medicine and asks Moti why you didn't give it to her. Moti says it's given after some time of kanha, another remedy. Jalal says there is no cap on it. Moti says Hakima asks to keep it in open air. Jodha says Jalal says. Moti says I am going outside. If you need me, then call me. Jalal says wait. He says I want to talk to Jodha alone, so make sure nobody comes inside. Moti leaves. Jodha asks what do you want to say? He looks at her. So this is where we are going to end Thursday's episode. So as you can see now, Jalal has been able to confess her love to Jodha, but when he was saying all that, Jodha was unconscious. So let's see from now what is Jalal going to say. Is he still going to be stubborn in front of Jodha? Is he still going to deny Jodha her rights? Let's see what is going to happen. So like I said, if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, then click on the subscription button so that Friday's episode you'll be the first person to watch them when we upload it. Thank you. See you next time. Bye bye.